contents. Anemia or low hemoglobin levels is a very commonly seen condition, especially in children, in adolescents, in women and in elderly. It is very commonly seen in developing countries like India. And there are various causes of anemia. The first and foremost cause is lack of important nutrients in your diet or inadequate diet, improper diet. Secondly, blood loss in different conditions including injury, including bleeding piles, ulcers, or in case of any other disease can lead to anemia. And thirdly, there are some physiological conditions where iron demands are increased, like for example in pregnancy, in lactation. And if you fail to match up those requirements, then the condition can lead to anemia. And anemia can be simply detected with a simple test known as hemoglobin or hemogram. And if you have your hemoglobin levels less than 13.5 and if you are a male, then you are known to have anemia. In case of women, if your hemoglobin concentrations fall below 12%, then it is anemia. Anemia can lead to a variety of symptoms ranging from dizziness, tiredness, paleness, lack of concentration. But these symptoms can also occur otherwise. Therefore, it is important to check your hemoglobin levels and confirm whether you have anemia. When you have anemia in milder forms, then it is very easy to treat it with a proper diet. You can also prevent it with adequate intake of nutrients through a good balanced diet. So let's now see a well-balanced and proper diet plan to be followed in case of anemia. In early morning, include 7 to 8 black currants or 2 dried dates with a glass of warm water. These two foods are rich in iron. In breakfast, you can have a paratha with methi or palak. All leafy vegetables are rich sources of iron. You can include mint chutney to accompany paratha. Avoid sauce or any preserved food. Include one fruit either with breakfast or sometime after your breakfast. In the mid-morning, you can have a boiled egg. If you are cautious about your weight, then include only white part of the boiled egg. If you are a vegetarian, you can also have a glass of lime water instead of boiled egg. In lunch, you can have some greens or salads along with chapati and sabji. You can also have dal to improve protein content of your lunch. In snacks, instead of tea and coffee, you can switch to green tea or herbal tea. Include 2 almonds or walnuts to accompany your tea. In dinner, start your dinner with spinach soup or any leafy vegetable soup. Include a katori of dal or any sprouted preparation. Have it with bajra roti or bhakri instead of chapati. Bajra is again a rich source of iron. At bedtime, you can have a glass of milk or buttermilk as it gives you proteins. Remember, hemoglobin is a combination of iron and proteins. So you are recommended to include the sources of iron as well as proteins in your diet. But don't combine milk products with your meals. So separate them from your meals to improve iron and protein absorption. With this diet plan, we will also have a look at some iron-rich foods which you can interchange in the diet plan. As we have already seen, black currants and dried dates are rich sources of iron. But garden cress seeds, also known as Herbal, are rich in iron. Beans, all sort of beans are rich sources of irons. All non-vegetarian foods are rich in iron. Especially liver is very rich source of iron, but have it in small quantities and not on regular basis. So we just saw a diet plan for anemia. Now it's time to go through some quick tips to prevent anemia. First and foremost thing, cook your food in iron vessels. You can use iron pan, iron tawa, iron kadai. You can use iron spoons to prepare your food. If you use iron vessels, the iron from the vessels is absorbed in your food and that is available to your body. So it's important to use such vessels for cooking. Secondly, use some vitamin C source in your diet, as vitamin C improves iron absorption through your diet. Vitamin C sources include lime, sweet lime, orange, amla. You can have simply a glass of lime water after your meals or with your meals to improve iron absorption. Lastly, it is very important to limit the consumption of tea and coffee in your diet, especially after your meals. If you have more amount of tea and coffee immediately after your meals, it hinders or stops iron absorption. So limit your tea intake to not more than 2 cups a day, and it is same for the coffee. So even coffee intake should be less than 2 cups a day. So these were some common tips, a very simple diet plan for anemia. If you have specific concerns, specific questions about anemia, you can write to us in the comment section. We will get back to you very soon. Thank you.